What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush HD and welcome to episode 51 of my FIFA 13 Road to Gold Around the World series. Welcome back guys. I think in the last episode we started playing some games with this squad. I'm not too sure, or this is the first game, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think the last episode we made the Eredivisie squad, and this is a game. We're going to go into the first game of the episode. And Ericsson here cuts inside and puts that into the bottom left-hand corner to make it 1-0 in the 4th minute, which was a very, very good start. We haven't had much luck with this squad at the moment, but Robin van Persie here somehow gets past all my defenders, puts that across to Wayne Rooney to finish that. Nice tidy finish there from him to make it 1-1 in the 9th minute. And then we go all the way into the 33rd minute. Ericsson again, same corner, to make it 2-1 in the 34th minute. Like I said, this game was actually going alright for us. We weren't losing too many balls and stuff like that. And then the corner, we end up picking this ball up here. Lenz with incredible pace, finds Douglas. Lovely bit of fake shot there to get onto his best foot. And smacks that in the 69th minute to make it 3-1. And then he gets a red card here for Chris Smalling, sorry. And I think he was using a Manchester United team with like company, I'm not too sure. But that was the end of the game. We've actually won a game for once with this Eredivisie squad, which is fairly impressive. But as you can see there, we have not been playing too well with this squad. Our goalkeeper, Titan, I think it's how you say it, I'm not too sure on that. He is out of contract, so we're going to quickly go on the market and check here. And as you can see here, the market is kind of crashing in the sense of consumables and everything. They are going for a bit cheaper, mainly because of the team of the season players are now out. People going for these team of the season players. It was the Liga BVA, I believe, at the time of doing this episode. And so there's going to be quite a few people buying cards and stuff like that, just decreasing the price of everything else, which is kind of good and bad. Well, it is a kind of good thing, to be honest. But we go into the second game. We come against a kind of, I think it was a Netherlands squad, and he's actually got like a Netherlands type kit. But bad defending by me there to give him the ball to Narshing, I think it is the right winger, who puts that across. And Wesley Sneijder, the extremely tall player we all know, somehow finishes that in the 11th minute to make it 1-0 to him. Boney there picks out a lovely ball into Jermaine Lenz, who holds off, I think it was Afellay there tracking him back to make it 1-1 with a nice tidy finish in the 24th minute. We then get brought down for a penalty, and it was definitely a penalty decision. I'm not sure if I've got a replay here, but he does bring me down. I cut inside, but we do not have a penalty replay. But we're going to put Delias Mertens on the penalty. We're going to fuck it up. Basically, this game was kind of like stuttering and stuff, so I thought maybe do it a bit before. As soon as I go to take the penalty, the connection is all of a sudden fine, and it gets right on the red. But we missed that penalty, and we end up not losing, but failing because we missed that, and going 2-1 down. And then in the late on in the game, in the 83rd minute, a nice corner there, and Heitinger is going to head that in. Right back post, I was surprised he actually headed that. I've never normally seen people do corners like that. But that made it 3-1, and then the game basically ended when Robin van Persie finished the game to make it 4-1, which the game looked fairly decent, and then ever since we missed that penalty, we just did absolutely terrible. But we have 2 more games remaining in this. Well, we did have 2 more games, but now we are out of the division. We got relegated, which isn't too good whatsoever. For some reason, this team just didn't work, and I'm never ever going to use the 4-3-2-1 formation again. It just doesn't work for me. I'm not too sure why. I think it was the Scottish League. We did it as well, and I didn't perform that well with that squad either. So we now are going to move on. Well, I'm not going to tell you the league, but the league I do move on. I go and play the 4-3-3, and for some reason, I just play a bit better. It's not like much difference formation, but we go and buy. We're basically checking to see prices of players, because there is not much point going out to picking, say Douglas, but people, if you can pick up for discard price, you might as well go and pick the one up you normally use all his contracts, discard him, and then pick up another one. You only lose like 50 coins instead of going out and picking out another contract card and stuff like that. That's my idea of it and stuff like that. But I think I may have just gone out there. I'm not too sure. But we're going to go and pick up some contract cards. We're fairly low. I was trying to see how much I could get them for fairly cheap, but I couldn't pick any up. I thought, I swear contract cards used to go for a lot, like at this time used to go for quite less, but I do decide to go and pick up that Douglas in the 4-4-2. We didn't have him in the right formation anyway, so I just decided to pick him up. And the one we had was in a 4-3-3, so I could probably sell him instead of discarding him for a decent amount of coins or return on that. Because the 4-3-3 is a fairly used formation in the Netherlands or the Eredivisie League, and it's just a fairly used formation overall. But we go and pick up some fitness cards, and then we're going to go into, I think it's going to be the first game of our cup run. Hopefully we have a more successful cup run than we did last time, because in this league, it's just been a complete shambles if we go out pretty early. But we're going to quickly list all these players before we go and play the game. Hopefully they can sell. I've still got some other players from my Belgian Pro League squad to play, but they do eventually sell. But we're going to go straight into the Gold Cup. We normally have some decent success in these cups. I'm not too sure why. I normally play a bit differently. But we go and search for a game. We do eventually come up against the guy. He's got a Tottenham badge. He goes, well, I was trying to get to... I'll try to use the other kit, but... we come up against a Barclays Premier League team with it's kind of a bit jotted around, not the strongest players, but he's got Adebayo up front, which I was fairly happy about. He's not too fast, but Mertens here, lovely piece of work to get inside and blast that into the right-hand corner to make it 1-0 in the 17th minute. Good goal by him. I always love running down the wing, cutting inside. I know it's a newbie move, but you always get the goal, so I ain't gonna complain, bitches. But here is Kagawa, and I hate when people do this. I just can't defend for shit. And then he go and finishes that in the 32nd minute. Shinji Kagawa there, a fairly decent goal to make it to 1-1. In the 50th minute, our right back Rosales finds out Boney on the wing. Vlar is the defender, and at least he's not the fastest, but Boney does well there, and unfortunately he gets the defection, which goes in to make it 2-1 in the 52nd minute. And in the 84th minute, I always lose goals like this. I smack it up the field, and then it gets headed straight back. And my defenders, they always do this. I'm not too sure in FIFA why. If you say knock it over from a goal kick, we do end up drawing that game, which I was kind of annoyed about. We go into extra time. But you go in a goal kick, you kick it up, and it smacks back. All of a sudden, your centre-backs are so, confused in a sense. They just run out, they bunch together, or they spread out. So they just leave the man running through. It always happens, the players either, the goal kick comes out, they're jogging out, and then the ball, comes back, and they're like, oh, shit, what am I going to do? And they both all, A, charge out, or B, split and separate, leaving a massive gap through the middle. So we do eventually go into extra time here, and we get into the 94th minute here, and I'm actually not playing. Yeah, and the reason was because I was thinking, okay, it was like a Sunday, I believe, maybe, I'm not too sure, and we have the good old family meal, and I thought, okay, I can play this game before we do it, not expecting going into extra time, and I thought, okay, we're winning 2-1, it's fairly decent, we should be comfortable, I don't have to play extra time. So then we lose that really late minute goal, I have to go down, getting screamed at by the parents, but as you can see here, I'm not playing for a good stage, that's why the screen went black. But he got a goal with Taarabt and Kagawa, and Taarabt's goal wasn't that good, and Kagawa's was just a finish shot outside the box. So it'd be interesting to see what the actual result would have been in extra time. But we are eliminated from the Gold Cup, and that's when I get back to see the disappointment. But he had a lot more shots and had a lot more possession, so that's obviously possessions that showed because of me not playing through that half. But we have had an absolute shit time with this league. 3 of our players have sold. We have 35k. And I think we are now going to go and sell the team and move on to the next league. But guys, this is the end of the episode. If you like this episode, remember to click the like button and subscribe to stay tuned to the series. This has been Crushy. Till next time, adios!